Hey everyone, Noor here with Inspire Network. Just want to give a quick testimony on the Cherish product. I know back in April of last year, I was able to get a hold of them. So if you haven't seen the video yet where I explain how I was able to wear the Cherish product for 24 hours because with the absorbency of our product, we're able to wear them a lot longer. They hold 300 times its weight in liquid. Unlike the conventional pads that are on the market, which they may be advertised for 8 to 10 hours, well, we know when we do our demos that that's not even the case. They don't even last 2 minutes. And the reason because what it's made out of, the first layer is a synthetic plastic, rayon feeling, irritating, and it gives us rashes, and it's so uncomfortable. We know that we're wearing it. And of course, the absorbency system is nothing but a blue dye, and blue dye is not even supposed to touch your body, let alone get inside your bloodstream. That's what causes a lot of issues with the product that's on the market. And then their absorbency system, which actually is supposed to hold us, is nothing but recycled trash, wood chips, and wood fiber, and it goes through an 8 to 10 hour bleaching process to make it look white. So therefore, bleach gives off a toxic chemical called chlorine, and chlorine gives off another chemical called dioxin. Dioxin is very carcinogenic. It's 100 times worse than arsenic, 100 times worse than cyanide, and 900 times worse than arsenic. Very, very dangerous, which is causing a lot of health issues in women. You can go to WebMD to check out what those health issues are, and also to see what the harmful effects of today's sanitary napkins and tampons have on women's bodies. Now, the Cherish product, back to the Cherish, Cherish. Just love the way you feel with our Cherish product. Like I said, the first layer is a cotton. It feels so soft. It feels so smooth. You forget that you're wearing it because this is the most sensitive area that you want to have something like that being able to touch your most private area down there. The second layer, which is the negative ion strip, is an algae strip infused with negative ions. This is what's in our pad. Negative ions are vitamins in the air. They're made from air, water, and sunlight. You know that feeling when you're at the beach and you just feel cool by the waterfall, or after a thunderstorm, your body just feels cool? That's your body being saturated with negative ions. So what it does while it's in our pad, it keeps us cool during our time of the month. Because we know normally we're probably about 98.5 or 98.6 body temperature. And so we're heated down there. I mean, it's like a hot oven. Well, with the negative ion strip, it keeps us cool. It also relaxes our uterus because it reduces pain. So there's going to be less cramps or no cramps at all for some women. And the best part about it is it reduces bacteria. So therefore, no more odor. No more odor. That's the best part. I mean, all women can contest to that we love the fact that there is no smell during our menstrual cycle. Normally, we're able to smell when it's time to change our pad because we have this certain odor that we know is there. And so we're figuring if we know it's there, other people might too. So it's a little bit of subconsciousness that a lot of us go through where we just don't want to be around people when it's the time of the month. Well, now that has changed with our Cherish because we forget that we're wearing them. I know I totally forgot that I was wearing it, and I wanted to go change, and I didn't need to because I was still dry. So the third layer of our pad is an absorbency airlaid paper. What it does, it helps to keep the moisture down and trapped inside of the pad, as far as instead of being stuck on top like the regular conventional pads. We can feel the blood because it's sitting right there on top of us. And normally when we're laying and we're standing, that's when our menstrual flow is taking place. But when we sit down, that's when everything that's supposed to flow out of us goes right back up inside of us. We never thought about that. All we knew is that we were uncomfortable because we can feel the stickiness and the ickiness and the coldness of the blood sitting on top of the pad. Now the fourth layer is our polymer, and that is just a simple thing as the same thing as baby diapers, what they put in their ingredients for baby diapers. It's a gel. So everything that touches the product that's a liquid, it forms into a gel, which is why we're able to wear the pads a lot longer. And our fifth layer is another part of the air-laid paper. So we have such a awesome, unique design for our product. And the sixth layer, if you were to look at it, it helps to keep reverse percolation, like I said, with that going back into our bloodstream. Well, because of this layer, it doesn't sit on top, but it goes to the bottom. The seventh layer is our final layer of absorbency before we get to the last layer, which is our adhesive, which is a food-based grade adhesive, unlike the regular pads, which have it feels kind of like the same stuff that they use on duct tape, because it's construction grade glue, which is why it sticks really well to our panties, but it's not good for us, nor is it good for the environment. Well, because of our product, with it being a food grade based adhesive, it's perfectly safe for us, and it's also perfectly safe for the environment. Oh, the seventh layer is the bottom part, I forgot to mention, which is not plastic like the regular pads. The pads that are on the market, the bottom layer is like a plastic bag that you put in your trash. And that's what they use for us, for the bottom portion of our product. And there's nothing breathable about that. If you feel it, it's so stretchy. I mean, you can just pull it apart and you can see how it just feels like a plastic bag. So that's just more room for bacteria. And when you have bacteria, you have odor, and that's where that odor comes from with the conventional pads. But with our product, like I said, it's completely safe all the way from the top to the bottom. Now, the best thing about it is that it's saving women's lives. So once you know better, you do better. And our product comes in 4 different sizes. We have the day pads, which comes with 10 in a pack. The night pads, which comes with 8. Overnight with the 7. And then a panty liners, which is my favorite. It has 30 in a pack. Only $5. That is a steal, because when you think about it, the product that's on the market right now, you can get that for $6 to $7, but of course you're going to have a lot more in your pack, but you're going to also need all of those because you're going to be changing a lot more because of the absorbency system that is failing us. So for $5, you won't even use all of the pads that are in our product because they hold so much longer, and you will only need maybe 3 or 4 out of your whole menstrual cycle. Depending on your days of your cycle, I'm only 3 days. I use the night pads because they're longer. So I can use 1 a day. So I use 3 out of the 8 pack. So I have 5 left. So guess what? I have enough left over for the next time my cycle comes on. Now the 10 in the pack, you may have 4 or 5 left, depending on, like I said, how many days your cycle is. But with the negative ion strip, it may help reduce your cycle. So if you're 5 to 6 days, you can go down to 3 or 4 days, and you'll still have some pads left. But the panty liners, now the reason why I say these are my favorite is because with panty liners, we as women, we know that when you get older, you start to leak certain things. And if you cough wrong, if you sneeze, if you laugh, something is coming out. And you want to be able to be protected in your panties. So not only is it good for protection, but because our panty liners, well, all of our pads, because of the negative ion strip, it also helps to balance our pH and our hormone level. I forgot to mention it keeps down infection, inflammation, a whole lot of benefits with the negative ion strip. You can Google that and look up benefits of negative ions. But back to the panty liners. Because of all these toxins that we've had in our body from the time that we've been using these regular pads, didn't know that it was dangerous to us, it helps to detox your body. So women that are no longer having their menstrual cycle, well, guess what? You're going to need a detox, because if you've been using these regular pads, these trash pads for all these years, now it's time to get those toxins out of your body. So using the panty liners daily will help with that. And it also balances your pH and your hormone levels, so you're not going to have any issues with your mood. Actually, it changes your mood. And if you're going through menopause, it helps with hot flashes. I mean, just so many reasons to wear these panty liners. And for the women or the young girls who have not started their cycle yet, this is a good thing for them to get practice on wearing pads. So that way they'll know when it's time to have their cycle, they'll already be prepared. Okay, so where do you find this product, you ask? I'm glad you asked, because as a distributor, I am able to distribute the product via website or through you calling me or texting me, and you can come and get them. So you can go to my website at www.succeedwithnoorjihan.com, or you can go to my Hangout, which is www.joinlivewithnoor.info. On the Hangout, you'll be able to watch different shows. On the left, if you're wanting to be a distributor, it will say get started. And then on the right, it will say try our product. So if you want to just try the product, just hit try product. If you'd like to be a distributor, just go to get started. And it's only $35 a year to become a distributor. Now, what do you get with that? With the $35, you get a world-class replicated website where you're able to go into the back office to keep track of all of your commissions, your team members, your customers, a lot of resources and material, training tools. The company sets us up for success. They give us everything that we need to be able to run our business. And that fee, $35, is only for a year. That's an annual fee. $35 gets you all of that. And then on top of that, it's 6 ways to get paid. I'm not going to go over those ways because you can actually check it out on the opportunity tab on my website. But it's definitely a company worth looking into if you have a mission or if you have compassion for others. You like to help others. That's why we asked the question, if I had some information that would save your life or the life of someone you love or care about, would you share it? If the answer is yes, then we want you to be a part of Inspire. We want you to be a part of our Now We Know campaign and the Right to Fight. The Now We Know campaign is where we're bringing the awareness to others about the dangerous chemicals found in our regular pads and tampons that's causing a lot of health issues in women. But not only do we bring the awareness, we also offer the solution. So if you feel like that's you and you would like to be a part to help save a lot of women's lives, don't forget to go to my website. Now, the Right to Fight is for our men because we do care about all people. The right to fight is to fight against prostate cancer. And it's so important for men to check out your prostate, especially if you're over 30. Get that checked out. Early detection is key. Same thing with women. It's always good to check those breasts and also make sure you keep your daily or your yearly pap smears checked out, because once you have the problem, it may be too late. So be proactive and do it before the issue occurs. All right. Thank you again for watching. I will be back with more videos and more testimonies. And on my channel, you'll be able to find out where other testimonies from people that have tried the Cherish and what it has done for them and how it has saved their life. So I want to thank you again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and be inspired.